Have you ever felt like you're just not enough? That no matter how hard you try, something always feels off? Maybe you've experienced that overwhelming sense of self-doubt, like you're stuck in a cycle of negativity, insecurity, and dissatisfaction. You've tried to change, but no matter what you do, it feels like nothing sticks. And deep down you know, you're the one holding yourself back. You're not alone in this struggle. In fact, many of us wrestle with these same feelings of inadequacy, and it can leave us feeling hopeless. But I want to tell you this right now, there's a way out. If you're tired of being stuck in a cycle of self-doubt, negativity, and confusion about who you really are, this video is for you. Before we dive in, I want to ask you to take a moment to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Here at Wise Valley, we're all about growth, reflection, and taking actionable steps toward a better, more fulfilled version of ourselves. So if you're ready to take that first step toward change, make sure you join us on this journey. Let me ask you something. How many times have you looked in the mirror and thought to yourself, I'm the problem. I can't do anything right. I don't deserve happiness. Or maybe you've caught yourself thinking, why can't I be more like them? Why do I keep failing? These thoughts don't come from nowhere. The truth is, they're often the result of deeply ingrained emotional and psychological patterns, shaped over time by a variety of factors, past experiences, societal pressures, personal insecurities, and even how we've been taught to view ourselves. For a lot of us, it's easy to fall into the trap of self-criticism. We look at others and think we're missing something they have, whether it's confidence, attractiveness, or success. But what we often overlook is that everyone has their own battles, their own struggles, even if they seem perfect on the surface. So why do we do this to ourselves? Let's break this down, starting with the psychological and emotional factors that fuel self-doubt. 1. Past experiences and conditioning. We are often a product of our past. Whether it's the way we were raised, the experiences we've had, or the feedback we've received from others, these moments can shape our self-image. For example, if you were constantly told you weren't good enough, or were compared to others growing up, you may internalize these messages. This becomes a script we repeat to ourselves without even realizing it. Over time, these beliefs become automatic, causing us to think that we are inherently flawed. 2. Perfectionism and unrealistic expectations. Many of us feel the pressure to be perfect, to have it all together, and to constantly be improving. But perfectionism is a trap. It leads us to believe that if we're not always striving for the next level or beating ourselves up for our flaws, we're somehow failing. The truth is, perfection doesn't exist, and constantly chasing it only leaves us feeling exhausted and unfulfilled. 3. External validation and social media. In today's world, it's easy to get caught up in the comparison game. Social media has created a culture where we constantly compare ourselves to others, whether it's someone's career, their relationship, or their appearance. But what we forget is that social media is just a highlight reel. What we see online is often a curated version of reality, not the full story. If you tie your self-worth to external validation, you'll always feel like you're not enough. 4. The need for control. Many of us, especially those who struggle with self-doubt, have a need to control the outcome of situations. When things don't go the way we expect, we might turn the blame inward, thinking that we're the ones to blame. This can lead to feelings of failure and frustration, when in reality, life is unpredictable. We can't control everything, and sometimes things simply don't go as planned. Okay, now that we've identified the root causes of self-doubt and why we often feel like we're the problem, let's talk about solutions. Change doesn't happen overnight, but with small steps, you can start the journey to self-acceptance and personal growth. 1. Practice self-compassion. The first step in overcoming self-doubt is learning to be kind to yourself. When you make a mistake or fall short of your expectations, instead of beating yourself up, try treating yourself with the same compassion you'd show a close friend. Speak to yourself with love and understanding. Remember, you are not your mistakes. This shift in mindset can be a game changer, helping you let go of shame and guilt. Real-life example. Take Emma, for instance. She struggled with perfectionism and would criticize herself for even small mistakes. One day, she decided to change the narrative. Instead of saying, "I'm such a failure," she started saying, "I made a mistake, but I'm learning and growing." Over time, Emma found that her self-esteem began to improve, and she felt more motivated to keep moving forward. 2. Set realistic expectations. Perfectionism often stems from setting unattainable standards. Start by setting realistic, achievable goals that align with your values. Break down big tasks into smaller, more manageable steps. By achieving these small wins, you'll build confidence and start to feel more in control of your life. Tool to use. One tool that can help with this is the SMART Goals framework. SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. By making your goals clear and achievable, you'll feel more accomplished without the constant pressure to be perfect. 3. Limit social media and focus on your real-life achievements. It's important to step back from the constant comparison on social media. Set boundaries for yourself. For example, try limiting your social media use to certain times of the day or unfollow accounts that make you feel inferior. Instead, focus on your own journey and celebrate the small wins that truly matter to you. Real-life example. Sarah used to spend hours scrolling through social media, feeling worse about herself each time. She decided to set a rule: no social media until after lunch. During that time, she focused on her personal goals and achievements. Gradually, she noticed a shift in how she viewed herself. She started valuing her progress, not someone else's highlight reel. 4. Learn to embrace imperfection. Nobody is perfect. Life is messy. And that's okay. Embrace the imperfections in yourself and others. Perfection isn't the goal, growth is. Instead of focusing on how things could have been better, focus on how far you've come. Celebrate the lessons learned along the way, even if the journey was bumpy. Technique to use. The growth mindset approach is a powerful tool here. Instead of thinking, I can't do this, start thinking, I can't do this yet, but I'm going to keep trying. This mindset helps you see challenges as opportunities for growth, not as failures. 5. Seek professional help if needed. Sometimes our struggles go beyond what we can tackle alone. If you find that your self-doubt and negative self-talk are overwhelming, it might be helpful to talk to a therapist or counselor. They can provide guidance, help you understand the root causes of your struggles, and support you as you work through them. I want to leave you with this. You are not the problem. You are a person who has been shaped by life's experiences, and with the right tools and mindset, you have the power to change. It's not going to happen overnight, but every small step you take brings you closer to the person you want to become. Remember, self-improvement isn't a destination, it's a journey. Start with small changes today, and before you know it, you'll look back and realize just how far you've come. Now, it's time for you to take action. If you found any value in this video, I encourage you to subscribe and join the Wise Valley community. Let's support each other in our growth. Take one step today. You deserve to live a life of self-acceptance and fulfillment. Let's make that happen. If you're ready to start your journey towards self-love and personal growth, comment below with one thing you're going to work on today. Remember, even small changes lead to big results. Let's make this journey together.